Hi guys, back once again. This time I want to talk about the Han Solo movie. I've really got not a lot going on this evening, so I figured I'd turn the camera back on and just have a quick chat about what I think of it. It's one of those movies I don't think many of us are really that interested in seeing. There are bound to be people out there who are gonna go, oh yeah, I can't wait to see a Han Solo film. I just don't find it that interesting a topic. Now, the film itself has obviously had several production issues. The main one being, of course, Kathleen Kennedy getting rid of the two directors like 3 weeks away from the wrap party. That's a bold decision. That's a bold when you're so close to sort of wrapping up the film, and then you decide no, let's just get rid of these guys and start again. That's a bold move. You've got to be confident in your job to make that sort of decision. It's confusing because they've brought in Ron Howard as well to direct, and he's directed a lot out of this film. I mean, he's put together and reshot quite a bit more than what people initially thought. So that's going to be interesting. I think that is the interesting thing for me though, is that they have got Ron Howard on the film, because I think I can honestly say I think I've enjoyed every Ron Howard film to some degree. I don't think I've ever watched a Ron Howard movie and sort of walked out and gone, I didn't like that. So that's a positive. That's going to be a positive for the film, I think, because if you're going to look at sort of Ron Howard's rap sheet of list of movies that he's made, everything from Splash, Cocoon, Gung Ho, Backdraft, what else is there? Apollo 13, Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, Rush. I'm missing a lot there as well. So I think he's one of those directors whereby he might not do the best work all the time, but I don't think I've ever come out of one of Ron Howard's films and gone, that was utter crap. Didn't like that at all. So that's interesting. And I think that is the interesting part of it. I think whatever he's done to the material, wherever he's attacked, whatever his approach was with Kathleen Kennedy, obviously, they're happy with it. Which could turn out to be fortuitous for Ron Howard, actually, because I'd be more than happy to see Ron Howard have a crack at another Star Wars film, something with a little bit of a more original flavour to it, then something that wasn't a rehashed character. And I think that's really my problem with the Han Solo movie, is the fact that it is a rehashed character. And for me personally, here's why I'm not that taken with the idea of a Han Solo movie, and that is because we kind of knew what Han Solo was before Episode 4. And to put it bluntly, the guy was a dick. Before Episode 4 was Han Solo's beginning of his redemption. He didn't fully redeem himself until sort of Episode 6. And that sort of pays off, because multiple characters redeem themselves in Episode 6. So, but for Han Solo, he started to redeem himself. Again, he was often referred to as a scoundrel by Princess Leia, but he was an arsehole. I mean, he was only interested in himself. He was only interested in paying off his bounty with Jabba the Hutt, which is understandable, but it was a problem of his own making. But again, before Episode 4, even during Episode 4, he behaves like a self-centered jerk. And I don't know if I want to sit through a movie where the main character is that. Also, do you really need to know how he got the Millennium Falcon off Lando? Do you need to know these things, how he done the Kessel Run? I really don't care. If it is about the Kessel Run, then fair enough, do that, but it's not enough of a story there for me to really tie in. If I'm being completely honest, I'm far more interested in the character of Hondo Ohnaka, and I would have much rather have seen that character take centre stage of a movie. Just because it would have been a much more original character, a much more fun character, and one that doesn't have to rely on future canon. It doesn't have to sort of tie into any sort of canonical storytelling that's going to affect any characters in the major series in the saga. Purely for those people who don't know who Hondo Ohnaka is, he is a pirate who operates in the Outer Rim, and during the Clone Wars series he had what I consider to be one of the finest moments in all of Star Wars, when a group of younglings rescued Ahsoka Tano from his clutches. If you haven't seen that, you should definitely check it out, because I laughed. I was in pain, laughing so hard. It has got to be the best moment in all of Star Wars ever. Whereas with Han Solo, there's certain things that they just can't do with the character, because you know where the character's going to end up. Again, that's probably my problem with prequels overall, as it is anyway. You know the end before you know the beginning. It's like the world's biggest spoiler. So yeah, I'm the character and the story that I think they're gonna tell doesn't interest me. We'll have to see what the first trailer looks like, and we'll have to see, you know, if that is the route that they're going down. It would be nice if they did something really, really original with the character. Not do sort of, oh, by the way, this guy's Chewbacca, this guy's Lando, let's play a game. Oh, I lost, you've won the Millennium Falcon, take it. I don't want that to be the film. If that's the film, I'm going to walk out of that cinema really disappointed. And it does concern me. You know, I try not to be down with these films, okay? I know I've said a few times that, like, you know, oh, I'm not looking forward to this film, I'm not looking forward to that film. But that's not really me. I don't think it's me anyway. I think it's, you know, it's how they've built the films, it's how they've booked them, it's how they're written, it's how they're marketed. Like, I want to spend my money, go to a cinema, spend my money in the cinema, come out and go, damn, I enjoyed that. And a lot of the time, the modern marketing just doesn't compel me. And, you know, I was really looking forward to The Last Jedi, and I was kind of let down by that. Again, The Last Jedi, it wasn't a bad film, it just wasn't good enough for me to go, yay. I just didn't have that sort of thrill with it, which I should have. And I just want them to make good films. That's all I want them to do, is make a good film and really entertain me. I don't like spending my money and not be entertained. That really pisses me off. So yeah, I hope that they do a good job with Han Solo, and I hope Ron Howard does a great job with Han Solo, because I really would like him to tackle some real sort of fresh Star Wars material, because that would be great. I still think there's room in Star Wars as well for Steven Spielberg to do a Star Wars film. That would be interesting. Seeing what Steven Spielberg could do. I mean, you know, there's a good chance he'd probably cast Tom Hanks in it at some point, but although technically you would be in danger of Ron Howard doing that as well. But it would be interesting to see those directors have a go at it. So overall, where do I feel this film is gonna lie with me? We'll have to see what the first trailer does. I think a lot of the fans are really waiting for the first trailer to really come out and really sort of kick ass. At the same time, it's gotta be fresh. If this film comes out and it just looks like every other Star Wars film we've ever seen and has nothing fresh about it, I think we could be dealing with a Star Wars bomb. I don't like saying that, because I really like Star Wars. I really do. You know, I can make excuses for watching Star Wars, even the prequels. But I just wanted to do well. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to let you go, and you have a good night, and I'll see you soon. See you later, guys.